Hello, I'm back and I am going to go over the first 2 weeks of sales I did in January 2020. It's not much. I sold 15 items, but I didn't make a lot, but it's something. It's a start. The last 2 weeks were a lot better, I think. I haven't calculated all those, so I'll get that video up shortly after I finish off with this video. So anyway, like I said, I sold 15 items for a total gross sale cost of $387. Yeah, not a lot, but it's better than nothing, and that's resale for you. And not listing, that happens. So I sold 7 things in my Etsy shop. So yes, I'm also Victoria, and I have an Etsy shop, an art fire shop, which is called Penelope Rose, where I sell patterns, and a Poshmark and eBay, all also Victoria. So like I said, 7 items in my Etsy shop, 3 items in my art fire shop, 3 items in my Poshmark shop, and 2 items in my eBay shop. And I will put the figures up in somewhere up here. And so the gross, like I said, was $387. The cost of goods was $35.29 for those 15 items, although 2 of those items were free. They were given to me, maybe by my son or my daughter, not sure. And the total fees, shipping fees, eBay fees, Etsy fees, it's 20 cents to list every 4 months. I calculate that, how long I've had it listed. And Poshmark fees. Artfire, I don't really calculate the Artfire fee in there because I only pay $5.95 a month for that platform. So I don't calculate it. So where was it? Oh, the fees were $99.04. So let me get started with the first one, and these are going in order from the date, from the 1st of January to the 15th of January. So the first one I sold was these, and it was on Poshmark, was these Jeffrey Campbell black and white red sock heels. They are kind of like, they remind me of burlesque dancing. I thought they were pretty cool. I had bought these at the Goodwill for $8.09. I did what I would think pay up for them because I just thought they were so unusual and unique. And I had just started selling on Poshmark. I actually started Poshmark in January, but I never really listed anything until I decided to get a little more serious on Poshmark this summer. And so I bought these in August, and they sold, like I said, on the 2nd of this month. They sold for $50. So my profit on these were $31.91. So that's not too terrible. So the second thing I sold was on January 4th. And it was this pattern, and I sold this on my art fire shop. Whoa, I'm going to fall over. I actually have another one of these patterns too that I had bought at the Goodwill for 89 cents this past spring. This one, let's see if I had it listed. I don't know where I bought this one. But I've had it in my inventory for quite a long time because I listed it on October 26th in 2014. I've had my Etsy and my Art Fire shop for 10 years. I actually had my eBay shop for 10 years too, but then for not until this last summer, actually maybe till this last fall, I didn't sell anything on eBay. I sold a few things in the beginning, and then I just stopped because I thought the fees were so high, and so now I'm back to selling on eBay again. But this pattern sold on Upfire, and it sold for $40, and so my profit on that was $36.42. And what it is called it's a 1960s pattern, a Gonks soft toy pattern. And the next one I sold on eBay, which sold on the 4th also, And I also had this listed on Bonanza. I do have a few items listed on Bonanza, but there's been no action, which I've also had for 10 years, but there's been no action on that shop for forever. So as I post things on eBay, I just take them off of Bonanza. So what happened with this was a 3 set of these acrylic grapes. I had bought these, do I have the day I bought them? I don't see where. Anyway, I bought them at an estate sale. Somebody contacted me from eBay and asked if they could just buy the purple grapes. And I said sure, because obviously if I've had them for almost 10 years, if they were on Bonanza. And so I just split the set up. I don't remember what the 3 were priced at. And so I just sold them the purple grapes for $14. So my profit on that, once I calculated the cost and all that, was $12.70. And the next item is another pattern I sold on Butterick. And this is a little girl's Pinafore jumper dress pattern. And it's been listed since November of 2017 on Artfire. And I made a profit. It sold for $5. So I do sell patterns fairly inexpensive. And so I made a profit of $4.12. And what I normally say my patterns cost is a quarter, unless I know otherwise. Because they don't usually really cost that much. At least I don't want to pay more than a quarter for them unless they're a very special pattern. And I know I could sell them for 15 or more. So this next one sold on Etsy. And this was a vintage Cranberry midi dress. It didn't have a label. And I picked this up at an estate sale this past summer. So the cost was $1.23 because I buy in bulk, bags and bags of clothes if they happen to have them. And that's what it averaged out to, was $1.23. And so it sold for $42. And my profit was $27.33. So that was a vintage piece, yeah, on my Etsy shop. And that's what I love selling most of all, is vintage. This next one is also from my Artfire shop. I've been selling a lot of patterns lately. And this one was listed in 2014. I did pay 30 cents for this. I don't know where. I didn't write that down. So I did pay 30 cents for this vintage 1940s full slip and evening half slip from Simplicity. And it sold for $16. And so my profit on that was $14.42. And let's see what's next. I have these turned upside down, but okay. Here's another Etsy purchase. So this is a 1960s Julius Resnick handbag from Sears. It had the tags, and I picked that up at St. Vincent de Paul for $5, and I got that in 2017, and my profit on that was $40.90. This next one was a Poshmark sale. It was this black, lightweight, graphic moon and star sweatshirt. It was a lightweight sweatshirt. It was really nice sweatshirt. And I picked that up at the Goodwill for $3. And the lady actually contacted me in December and wanted to know if I would hold it for her until she got back from vacation, and otherwise she would buy it right away. Because they weren't going to be home. I have no problem holding it. So I said, okay, sure. So I put it as not for sale in my Poshmark closet, and then I waited till after Christmas. And then I was going through my Poshmark, relisting things, updating things, and I went ahead and updated this, and I was going to contact her and tell her it was available now for sale. But before I did that, she must have saw that I had updated it, because she contacted me and said that she had gotten busy and something had come up in her life, and she was sorry about that, but she wanted that. And so she did buy this sweatshirt for $20. and I had picked it up at the Goodwill for $3. I think I said that. And let's see, I listed it in November. She contacted me in December, so it was kind of a fast sale in a month. And I profited $16 on that. And the next one is another Etsy sale, and it's from my jewelry. I sell the vintage jewelry, shoes, accessories, clothing. And this is a 50s rhinestone stretch bracelet that I got at the Gleaners for $2, and I sold it for $10, so my profit on that was $7.50. And I picked that up in 2015, and so it's been in my Etsy shop since then. And unfortunately, the Gleaners closed down. Somebody else bought the property and they had to move, and I don't believe they actually moved. I don't believe they reopened their thrift store. And I loved going into that thrift store because it was just one of those thrift stores where you knew you can find some really good items, and they weren't priced out like the Goodwill is. It was just, I liked that thrift store. I miss it. I will miss it. Okay, the next item is another Etsy sale, and this is a 7080 Pebble Beach of California Argyle vest, men's vest. It was acrylic, and it sold for $20. And I picked this up at a thrift store called the Rogue Retreat thrift stop. I can't talk. The Rogue Retreat thrift shop, and I paid $2 for it. My profit on that was $15.56. Okay, so when did I pick that up? I picked that up this last summer. In fact, I have another one I'm going to list that is similar to that. And this was a vintage 1970s very long chain necklace that had this really huge, large metal heart on it with little rhinestones. I picked that up at a vintage, or not a vintage, I picked that up at a thrift store in Oceanside, California. Yeah, my daughter and I took a road trip down to California. We went to Disneyland, stayed the night in Oceanside before we went back up to Disneyland for the next day. We did that 2-day hopper pass thing. So anyway, found this in a thrift store down there for $3, and that was back in 2018. And my profit on that is sold for $20, so my profit on that is $16.66. Is an eBay sale, and it is a black Bodycon body shaper slip dress, and that sold for $18. I had it listed for $21. The buyer sent me an offer of $18, and I accepted it. This was given to me from my son, who left those bins of clothing in my living room, so it didn't cost me anything, and it sold on the 15th, January 15th. My profit on that was $11.13. And next we have from a Poshmark sale, and I'm surprised. I'm glad this sold on Poshmark. I did have it listed over on eBay too, I believe. I really like this. I was in the Goodwill one day and picked up these bicycle shirts, and so this is Primal Bicycle top in an extra large, and it sold for $20, and I had bought it for $4.49. In fact, I bought 4 of them. I believe this might be the only men's, the others might be women's. But the graphic designs on these bicycle shirts are pretty cool, even though they're bicycle shirts, you know, with the little pocket things in the back and stuff. So I bought it this summer, and my profit on that was $11.51. And the next one, I have 2 more, is an Etsy sale, and this one sold on the 12th, so got these kind of out of order. But anyway, this one sold on the 12th, and it cost me $3. I bought it at the Medford Senior Center. I think most of the senior centers have thrift stores. A lot of them have their own little thrift stores. And so I bought this in 2012. I listed it in 2017, and it sold for $64. So my profit on this was $50.09. And then the last item is it sold on January 15th is this vintage 90s Ocean Pacifica Hawaiian print shirt, 100% rayon, and this was mine, size small. Yes, I used to wear size small, so I must have had this shirt. I know I had this shirt for a long time. I put it as a 90s, and I had it back then. And I know I didn't buy it new then. I bought it at a thrift store back then. So I don't know what I originally paid for it, but I've had it. It's been mine forever, and I just really like the print on this. And so I sold it for $35 in my Etsy shop, and the profit on that was $31.76. So that's the total of the 15 sales I did for the first 2 weeks in January. And I will get up I have a lot more sales for the last 2 weeks. These last 2 weeks. I know today is the 30th, so I have one more day to go. For the last 2 weeks, there's a lot more sales. So if my sales pick up, I could start doing them once a week, and even then there probably won't be a lot of sales. But what I like to do is give ideas of what I've bought and then what things have sold for, so you know what's selling out there. So I always feel that's a good thing to know. So until next time, thank you for watching, and hit the thumbs up, yeah, and subscribe, hit the bell so you can get other notifications. Also on my channel I do videotape things I do in my little town of Ashland. So, you don't have to watch all the videos. You'll see it in the thing, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you watching, and thank you. So if you enjoyed this video, once again, hit the thumbs up, and thanks for watching, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Thanks again. Bye.